My name is Salla Duki. I'm a Nordic platform manager here at TD SYNNEX, and today I'm joined by my dear colleague Niklas Carson. And we have some good news to share with you about our StreamOne Ion platform. Most of you have already been using it for some time, but for some it still might be new. Today, when the time is limited, we are only concentrating on the new enhancements coming and the basic functionalities, so you get a better idea of what is going to change. So we call this new user experience unified customer management in StreamOne Ion. And what is changing? So you get more direct access to critical platform functions such as search, filtering, and so on. So it means less clicking to get to perform the most common tasks in the platform. And you get direct access to business insights. The dashboard will be the new landing page. So the old home page will be removed and dashboard will be the new landing page for you. And then you get clear visibility into your cost and margin and also customer prices during every step when purchasing and managing your subscriptions. And plans and add-ons can now be searched by manufacturer part number, and they can be filtered and so on. And orders and subscriptions are now easier to search and manage for all your customers at once through direct access from the main menu. So less clicking and more direct access to the main functions in StreamOne Ion. And what is not changing at this point is billing and reporting part. And when is it changing? Unified customer management will be launched into production this Friday, so tomorrow, and that will be late at night. So most of you, unless working during the weekend, you will see it on Monday morning. And when you log into StreamOne Ion, you see this banner in the front page, and there are some links to the overview, short, few minutes overview video and documentation to tell you more about these changes. And where to find training material and documentation. We have Unified Customer Management certification available for our partners as well. That's a complete training path, and it can be found in TD SYNNEX Channel Academy. There's a direct link to that training, and you can log in to Channel Academy with your InTouch credentials. And then we have a collection of individual training videos in StreamOne Ion knowledge base. There's a direct link to that part with all the UCM trainings, and you can also access this from the dashboard page. Under quick links you find documentation, and you have access to StreamOne Ion knowledge base. And all these new features, they will be marked as new in the platform with direct links to short videos explaining that specific function. Like there, you see that. And if you have any questions during the webinar, you can add them in the Q&A part, and we try to get them all answered during the webinar and at the end of this session. And now we get to the fun part. The demo stage is yours, Niklas.
Great. Thank you, Salla. So let's share my screen. Great. So here is the information about the new unified customer management that will pop up when you log in. So here we can see the link to the short videos and also the documentation about the new functionality. So Salla talked about the new landing page. Before we had a home menu and the dashboard menu. Now the new landing page will be the dashboard. And the dashboard will look like this. The widgets have been transformed into bigger sizes, and we have more options to add things and also rearrange them in different ways. So this dashboard, you were able to subscribe to this dashboard and receive an email with the widgets and information that is inside of the dashboard. So all the subscribers have been migrated or are still there. So if you have subscribed to this dashboard, all those users will remain. So in the same way the old dashboard worked, you were able to add and remove different kind of widgets. Back then it was named KPI cards, but now it's actually named widgets. But you can rearrange them and you can customize them and look at the important information that is important for you. So this is the new landing page and the new dashboard that is available in the Unified Customer Management, or UCM as we call it. And you also see those red badges with new functionalities. And when you hover over them, you can get a link to the video about this section and also the documentation part of it. I will talk about the new modules only. I will not go any deeper into reporting or billing or anything like that. So I will just talk about the new 4 modules. There will also come more modules later about more like price management and also quotes. But this is the first release of UCM. And if we go into customers, this is the new customers module. Here you will see the customers in one table. And you can search, of course, and you can also filter by different values. So before you had a menu to the left where you can filter and do search and so on, but now you search here and you filter here and you can filter on different things and different kind of areas. You can also manage the columns in the same way that we are used to when we are working with reporting. So you press the manage column and you add and remove things and then you update to get your new look and feel. So there are still some similarities about with the old view of customers. So if you want to assign a price book, you mark that one and you assign a price book. So that's the same experience as before. And also if you want to export, you can do it. And you add the customer here. So you press add, you fill out the information and press save. If we go into a customer, we can search for one. You double click it. And what's new inside of an end customer is that the overview have changed. Before you had a finance or FinOps view where you can have an overview over numbers and so on, and you can see different kind of areas. This will show you the inventory. What have you purchased for this customer? What orders have been placed? And also the activity log. Who has done what and when? Regarding the inventory, you can manage your subscription from here, but we don't see the manage button and we don't see the details pane either. And on the left side, we have this products menu where you can manage products and buy products. Those are now gone. What you can do is that you can double click this license and it will open up in this view instead. So here you will see the price at the time you purchased it. You see the reseller cost, the customer price, and the MSRP. And based on the price book that is applied to this end customer, this is the achieved margin that you will see. And if you want to manage this subscription, like in the old way, you went into products and you chose manage products, then you had a window on the left or right that was actually popping up and you need to go through different menus. Now we have one menu that is manage subscription. And this is loading all the data that is available from Partner Center. And you will see the different options from here. So if you want to modify a subscription, you do it here. And if you want to create users and licenses, you do it here and so on. But I will show you as well the new subscriptions module. So this is the news about the customers menu. Now we will go to the marketplace. Marketplace, we have been telling you that you shouldn't use marketplace because that's a part of the TD SYNNEX branded solution marketplace, and that is not in use anymore. So where do we buy products? We buy it in the marketplace. So marketplace is the go-to where you want to purchase products for all your end customers. The marketplace have a new look and feel, and you can filter by different things like cloud providers, and you have filters here based on the categories and so on. But what is new is that we have this drop-down list with all your end customers. So you choose an end customer here. Take one. Let's see, we can search as well because there's a long list. So now we have chosen an end customer, and maybe we want to search for something. And we will see the SKU with the manufacturing part number as well. And we can pick it. We can also go from here into the category. And we will see all the different kinds of SKU. And you can, of course, search for anything in here. And the new thing here is that you will actually see different kinds of areas. So you see the plan name, the manufacturing part number that is unique for this SKU, the vertical, the term, the billing frequency, the MSRP for this product, your reseller price, and your end customer price. And based on the price book, also the achieved margin. You have filters on the right where you can filter out different areas. But of course, if you know what you are looking for, maybe you can purchase it directly. So you choose it. And it will be put in the pre-cart. So here you can see the different kind of products that you have put into the pre-cart, and you can also change the quantity. And if you have multiple licenses or products that maybe be similar, then you can do comparisons as well. So we add it to the cart. And you will see the MSRP price, your reseller cost, and the customer price, and how it's charged. So we need to do some configuration and go through that part in the same way as we did before, and then just place the order. Then you can go back to the marketplace, choose a new end customer, and start that purchase flow. So you can work with purchases across all your end customers in the same view. Before you had to go into each and every end customer, go into products, buy products, go through the catalog and so on. Now you are in the catalog, you're choosing an end customer and what product, and then you purchase it.
Niklas.
Yeah.
Can you just quickly go back to the cart? Because you still have the product there. Just to mention about the pricing here, that it's showing if you have multiple products, it's showing the order summary. And on the top, there's a drop-down menu under the order summary that you can choose to show just one product pricing.
Great catch, Hella. Great. I think that's about it for the marketplace. I think the biggest news about this is that when you actually go in here and you see the prices, so you can see the MSRP, your cost, the customer price, and the margin. So maybe this will be helpful to find prices. You can just maybe have like end customer with your regular price book that is not attached to anything, and you go into the marketplace and you search for a product and you can see like, okay, this is the MSRP, this is my price, and based on the price book that we have applied, this is the price that we're going to give to the end customer. So really easy. Next new module is the orders module. So here you can work with orders, you can search for them. And if you don't remember the order number, you can filter down by customers or what type of licenses it was, or how many, or the plan, or the status of it. So you can work with orders across all your end customers instead of going into each and every end customer and look into orders. And you can, of course, as well, mark them, export if you want to, and you can also create a new order. This will take you directly to the marketplace. So nothing new there, more than the new functionality, and that you will work across all your end customers. So where to manage subscriptions then? If I want to increase or work with renewal or do anything with my products, then we go into the subscriptions setting or menu. Here you will see all your subscriptions across all your end customers. And you can, of course, again, search, filter based on different areas. And you can, of course, mark them and export as CSV. So we can take just one example of what's upcoming this February, is that maybe you have a Microsoft CSP program, you have a subscription status of active, and you have an auto renew to enabled, and you apply the filters. And at the far right, you will see the end date. This is the end date of the subscription, and the day after would be the renewal date. So you can, of course, arrange them, descending, ascending, in the way you want to, and maybe export this one. And now you can start work and take actions on the most prioritized subscription to take action on for renewal. So quite easy. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can filter out a end customer. And let's see if we can have let's work. Okay, we double click a subscription, and we can also see here that, you know, this is the term, this is the billing cycle, and so on, and the pricing summary for this one. And if you want to manage this subscription, you can do it from here. You press manage. This will load up the information from Partner Center. And this is the same way as I showed inside of the end customer view. And in the old Ion portal, there was this manage button here, where you had to go into different kind of menus. Now the layout of this window is different, and you will have everything in one page. So here you can modify the subscription, add the PO numbers, choose the status of it, and press update. You can create users and licenses and assign licenses to a user. And if you want to manage renewal, this is where you do it. So now it's just looking for, okay, is there any existing changes that is in place or not? And you can also work with upgrades, pause, and cancellation. So this is where you do it. You manage your subscription. You get the subscription history down here. You can see who did what when. Great. I don't know, Salah. Have I forgot something? Or do we have any questions in the Q&A?
No, there's no questions. So
Clear.
It's all clear, I think.
Yeah. Great.
And I don't think you missed anything or any important points. Unless you want to go back to dashboard view and show a little bit more how to add things and so on.
Yeah. So let's go back to the dashboard. There are some widgets that we have over here that you can add, of course. Quick links is a new widget. We have seen actually that in some cases the quick link wasn't there by default, but if you want to have the quick links, you go into widgets and you just add it over here. So we add one more, maybe that will show up here. Yeah, and we can remove it because we already have it. And the dashboard is still a global dashboard So all the changes that you do is something that's going to have an impact on all the user accounts that will log in to this reseller account. And if you want to customize, you can of course do it here, and you can change the type of chart and so on, and you can rearrange different things, and you can do some setup if you want to see it by seller cost, customer cost, and the dimension if there are more than just one. So this one will be coming quite handy, and the subscription is still the same way. You choose a customer account or a reseller account that is set up as a user inside of the portal. You choose the recurrence, weekly, daily, monthly. You press add and save. So nothing big have changed more than we have changed the name from KPI cards to widgets, changed the size of things, and you can also add some sort of, like if you want to have the tasks and so on, and maybe add the notifications that is sent out internally or externally based on if you have enabled the email templates and so on. So everything can be customized in the way you want to. And when you're done, just press save. Great. I think that's it for me. Do we have any questions? I can see.
Yeah, some invoicing related questions.
Yeah.
Will this change have anything to do with your electronic invoicing, and that will not have any effect on that?
No, this is just a user UI thing. The EDI XML integration is done in backend through SAP, so that will not change. So yeah, only UI.
Yeah, and when it comes to invoicing, we have some enhancements coming on that part, but this that's not related to this change, like Niklas mentioned.
Exactly.
No other questions. Just one remark. When you're placing a new order, did you mention the configuration part? I think you did, but just to be sure.
Yeah,
on
there
that.
is yeah, exactly. We can go in there and see if we have that still in the cart. Oh, I removed it. Okay, so let's see. Now my browser has frozen. Something with Teams, no? Great, so I choose something with my browser. What I was supposed to show you was that when you have a product inside of the cart and you want to do the checkout, then before it was blinking like configure and so on, and then when it was done, that button was actually clickable and it said configure, but now it says configuring pending, and you need to go in there and just confirm that this is the right tenant, maybe enter the PO number and so on. So use that one instead of the old configure. And that's also where if this is a new end customer, where you link the tenant or create a new tenant. So some name changing, but maybe still the same experience. Yeah, my browser thinks it's Friday. So let's see if we can. So let's take this one. We add it to the cart. Here you can see it. Configuration pending. So we need to press it, and we will come in here and do the confirmation. Or if it's the first time for an end customer, then you have to link it and create a new tenant. Let's see if we can. Let's put a new one there. See if we have any working end customers in our demo account. Checking if you are eligible to resell. It feels like our demo account is not really active. But yeah, this is where you do it. Configuration pending, you go in and confirm and you place the order. That's about it. So the naming of this one is changed. Great.
There's one comment about the pricing. Add or improvements suggestion. Add the end customer discount and or price. That would be great, though we can automate the whole invoicing flow to our customers. Add the end customer price, but that's already something that you can manage in Ion.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not understanding the question
Exactly.
correctly.
I think maybe we can go back and just show that again. I can see that there are more attendees now maybe than it was. So when we're going into the marketplace and we search for a product or maybe we scroll down the list, you will see the manufacturing part number, the vertical, the commitment term, billing frequency, MSRP, reseller price, and the customer price. And based on the price book that is applied to the end customer, this is the achieved margin for the reseller. So the customer price is there. Maybe that answers the questions. I don't know, but if they're talking about automation, I don't know. Maybe it's the APIs or.
And customer prices are manageable in the billing section when you go to billing and price books, and that's where
Yeah.
you can create your own customer price books based on MSRP, so based on the manufacturer recommended price, or based on your cost.
Yeah.
On Microsoft, you always have two options: Microsoft recommended price or your cost as a base, where you can build your own end customer price books based on that.
Yeah. Great.
Okay, I mean that you should add that information in your electronic invoice information.
Okay.
That was the thing.
Okay. I will take that with me and see if we can add that to the request list for enhancement.
Okay.
If there's not any more questions in the chat, then hopefully you know how to reach us. And if you have any more questions, don't hesitate to reach out. We are here to help you. And just to remind you that this will be released late Friday night. And by Monday morning, when you log into the portal, you will see this new experience. So hope this new functionality finds you well, and that it also will support you throughout the renewal period for Microsoft. And talking about this new functionality, this is agnostic regarding SaaS. So if you're also working with Google, this will also be a part of the Google purchase flow and management. So there was a new question: any performance upgrades? That is something that we are working with on regular basis. And now when we are migrating all our resellers from the StreamOne Cloud Marketplace into the Ion portal and also releasing new functionalities, we are monitoring and following up every week and also based on everyday numbers. So at some point, of course, there will always be some sort of performance issue at bad times, but we are following it up and keeping it on every meeting just to see that how can we increase the performance and make things work smoother and faster. So this is something that we are continuously working with. So yeah.
And if you want to have a demo with your local language, please contact your local teams and they can help you with that. We, of course, can speak Swedish and Finnish. And then if Chinese is needed, then we need to turn to someone else.
Yeah. Great. So we wish you all a great experience in the Ion portal and also a great weekend. So thank you for us.